This is the same model from the previous video. If I hit tab on the keyboard, we can go to edit mode, and if I hit K on the keyboard, it will start the knife tool. And right there we have lots and lots of option. Escape does nothing but cancel. If I hit escape, it's going to cancel it. Okay, if I click over here and here, I don't want it, so I can just go Control Z and Z and Z. It will go back one step at a time. When we are trying to cut here, the next tool is this thing. If I want to go beyond this box and see how I am going to cut over here, I can use middle mouse button to see where the cut is going and exactly match it there, and hit enter, and here we get this cut. I'm hitting K once more. Now the next option is very nice. What if I want to exactly cut in the midpoint? That's where this option helps us. If I hit shift on the keyboard and just hover my mouse on this edge, it is exactly going to snap at the midpoint of the edge. So if I click here, I am still holding down shift, click here and here, and aha! Now it's going to find out the midpoint of this newly created edge. So now I am leaving the shift and just click on this vertex and click enter. Get a nice little shape. I am hitting K once more. We get the option to ignore snap where it is useful. Like for example, I'm having too many vertices over here. Like if I go, I want to keep and cut exactly here, but I luckily got there. What if there were too many edges around here? So the Blender tries to snap it either to the edge or to the vertex. It gives preference to it. So this control will help us. If I hold control, it's going to ignore the snapping, and I can right under its nose create a new cut right under its nose, cut through. Now when I try to cut like this and enter, it's going to give a cut which is not propagating behind. So if I take K once more and click and bring my mouse over here, now we have this awesome option called C to cut through. Now if I click C on the keyboard, you see you are able to see new points. These points indicate, let me hit enter, indicate that this edge has been propagated behind. Right? Too many edges, too many things to handle, just like our life. K once more. The next option is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Some of you might have understood what it actually does, but for those who haven't understood it, click, and if I hit X on the keyboard, it's now going to constrain it to x-axis of this face. Same thing, K, Y. Now how and where can it be useful? Like for example, I want to cut like this, and like this. So what can I use? I can use the knife tool. I can go over here, shift to get the midpoint, Z to snap it to Z axis, click over here, Y to snap it to Y axis, click over here, then once again Z to snap it to Z-axis, and click over here and enter. You got this awesome thing. And later what you can do is you can do all sorts of crazy things, or you can create your own game level. Isn't it nice? Yeah, it is. We got a little crack over here. Next thing, select this object, go to tab, edit mode, K, cut through S will help us measure it. So if I hit S on the keyboard and click here, I get angle as well as distance. Isn't it nice? It may not be helpful for you, but people from engineering background and civil engineering background and architecture background, it's a boon for them. Next thing, K, once more, V for X-ray. So if I click over here and just take over here and I hit V to get the cut through, now V is going to help us see what edges are going to get cut behind whatever we are seeing. V allows us to view the objects cut like a Superman X-ray vision. I don't understand that is going around of it. Next thing, okay, angle constraints. If I hit a cut over here and A to angle, and notice this angle constraint, we have this bracket over there. This indicates the angle at which it is going to snap to. So the moment I hit A on the keyboard, it is going to snap to 30 degrees of angle. So I can set a cut over here. From there 30 degrees angle. From there 30 degree angle, 30 degree angle, 30 degree angle, 30 degree angle. And you can go bonkers with this thing. Now there is this bracket called screen. What this indicates is, do you want the angle constraint? Let me get the cut over here. So the Blender is asking you, do you want to constrain the angles according to the screen space? Means it's actually touched to our screen and it's rotating on the screen. And if you hit A once more, it's going to get a relative. So what it actually means is, now if I start cutting at these angles, this is going to create angles relative to the surface. Is going to create angle relative to the surface. A for screen, A for relative, A for switching it off. Now you also have the knife tool over here. When you click it, I am more interested in this option called measure distance and angle. It's going to show me either distance. If I click over here, it's going to show me distance. Enter. If I want, I can make it show me the angle, whatever angle it is. Or as you can see, what the both means clearly. The next thing is angle snapping. Do you want it to be for screen or relative? Do you want it according to your screen or according to the relative surface? And the next thing is snap increments. Remember the angle we had 30 degrees. Now here you can go and you can say 5 degrees. So now A, so that I could get to this relative. And now you can see the degrees 65, 60, 55, 45. It's exactly at the increments of 5 degrees. And just like this, life gives you a lot of cuts and bruises. But all you can do is just give your personality a style. So the great thing about life is they might either admire you or call you a whole lot of a mess. But remember, even after showing the best of your version to the people, they might think that you are useful or useless based upon their needs. All you can do is just prominently show what you are made of and what you can do.
Brought to you by
Blinderjob.com